CFA Color Garden is an on-campus garden space that's committed to sustainable art-making practices and research of those practices. The central idea behind the garden is to use it as like a studio practice and to educate people on how you can use plants and natural materials in your own artistic practice. I was introduced to the garden fall of 2024, and it just seemed like a meeting of two of my biggest interests, and I really wanted to get involved. And then I joined that very small team. Since then, they've all graduated, and so now we kind of have a new team leading the garden this year.
I am really interested in how people use space and how space facilitates connection. So when I was the director of the School of Visual Arts, I became interested in creating an outdoor space that could create connection. In 2021, one of the faculty members with my colleague, Brian James in the painting department, told me about a pigment and dye garden at another school. And then I also hosted an event called Sit, Sew, Sustain. And at the table, I talked to the students about the pigment and dye garden, and Emily Manning Mingle, who's an MFA student at the time, really ran with it. And I had my eye on the little park where it is because I just watched I watched it not being used. So I put in a campus climate lab proposal in the fall of 23 with a wonderful group of students.
We do try to be sustainable with it. It is nice to have these natural art materials because a lot of the stuff that we use in our paintings are super toxic chemicals and are super flammable or byproducts of the petroleum industry. All of the plants in the garden are native, so we're promoting native pollinators and not planting anything invasive. But then we also are sustainable in other ways. We try to use the entire plant in our processes, like we can use the flowers to create pigments and dyes or press them, and then from the stalks and stems, because they're so fibrous, they make a really nice paper.
I've been here for about 25 years, and so I've really been able to see BU change a lot, and it's really exciting to see President Gilliam so interested in the arts and so interested in the sense of arts everywhere and the campus culture, and that includes the fabric of the campus and just how we experience the campus. We have a partnership with BU Student Wellbeing. What's really nice is that they can bring their research to the literal table about how gardening, being outdoors, and just working with your hands, like as an artist or as a non-artist, are really helpful for a sense of well-being.
I'm really inspired by kind of the cyclical nature of gardening and how things are growing and dying constantly.
I think it's cool to watch your art live and change. When you get into this world or headspace of trying to make everything last forever, it just seems futile. The garden goes dormant in the winter, so it makes sense that the stuff that comes out of it wouldn't last forever either. The proximity to the garden has spawned so many new ideas for me, and I think I'm taking them in some fun and creative directions that I probably wouldn't have had I not joined the garden.
From the start, one of the main things that I really loved about joining the garden was stepping into this group of friends who not only really cared about what they were doing in this garden, but really cared about teaching each other and learning from each other and kind of embarking on this new research project together. I think that was just a really exciting thing to be a part of.